Because I'm reminded, then I thought to myself, as you look at the Old Testament story of the Exodus where Moses leads the people out of bondage and is taking millions of people to their promised land that God promised them. And on their journey of their promised land, their promised future, the land that was supposed to flow with milk and honey, and they were to have all these blessings and all these provisions and all these things. And after 400 years of slavery, God was finally going to let them go and let them be free. And then while they're on their journey, they're murmuring and they're complaining to Moses. And because they like the food back in bondage, they like the prison food better than they like the free food. Physically, they were free. Physically, they were out from underneath the hand of Pharaoh. But mentally and emotionally, they were still in Egypt. Mentally, see, the problem wasn't that they were no longer in bondage physically, but they were still in bondage mentally and emotionally and spiritually. And we can look free, and we can sound free, and we can act free, but is our heart... Stand fast, therefore. He's saying, be careful. Be careful. Because I've talked to guys who've been in prison, and they said, I don't know how to react. I don't know how to act out here. They do everything for me. And they tell me when to get up. They tell me when to go to bed. They tell me when to eat. They tell me when to shower. They tell me when I can go outside. They tell me when I have to come back inside. And there's a whole system of rules. And I'm used to living by those rules. And I had learned that some people can't handle freedom. Some people don't know how to handle freedom. It's like when an addict gets out of rehab. What am I going to do with this extra time and this extra cash I have in my pocket? Because before, when I had extra time and extra cash, I got in trouble. But now I have extra time and extra cash, and nobody's staring at me. Nobody's making me do stuff. But now I'm going to have to, I'm going to say this. I'm going to have to grow up and make some adult decisions. And the guard's no longer telling me when to get up and when to go to bed. But I need to tell myself, I need to go to bed at a decent time if I'm going to get a job. And it's no different for the Christian believer. Nobody's coming to our homes telling us, now, Barbara, did you read your Bible this morning? Nobody's telling us, now, Barbara, did you spend some alone time with just the Father? Now, Barbara, did you pay your tithes? Now, Barbara, did you come to church on Sunday? Those are disciplines that she should do, that she needs to do. That's part of the process of getting free and staying free. Nobody's at her home, and so it's up to ourselves to in a sense police ourselves. Because Paul the writer knew that there's a potential for us to turn back, and we cannot turn back.